What up, everybody? Blaze One Sports, and today we're talking Toronto Blue Jays versus Anaheim Angels. The series is over. The Blue Jays win the series 2-1. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so game one. Angels get out to early lead in the first inning, 2-0. Trout homer to the left center. Ward scored. That was their 2 runs. So Trout hitting a dinger, 1 run RBI. 2 runs scored, him and Ward. So the, LA gets off the early lead, 2-0 in the first. Then all the way in the fourth, LA scores again and Toronto scores. Espanol grounded into a fielder's choice to second. Guerrero Jr. scored. Kirk out at second. Chapman to third. And then for the Angels in the fourth, Fletcher sacrificed to pitcher Ursula scored. Fletcher to first on fielding error by first baseman Guerrero Jr. Hop went to second. And in the 7th round, Bo Bichette lit it up. He opened it up. He hit a homer to left center, scoring 3 runs. And then Toronto took the lead with that home run, 4-3. And then that was it for the game. Toronto beats LA game 1, 4-3. Toronto had 9 hits in the game. LA only had 3 hits. Toronto had 3 errors. Bichette was a highlight for the Blue Jays. He went 2 for 4. He had 1 run, 1 home run, and 3 RBIs. Espanol went 1 for 4. He had 1 run and 1 RBI. For the Blue Jays, Bassett, he got the win. He went 6 innings. He gave up 2 hits, 2 errors, 2 walks, and he had 5 Ks. ERA is 10.61. That's not that good. Romano got the save, 6-5. And for the Angels, Sandoval, he went 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, 1 error, 1 walk. He had 2 Ks. He has an ERA of 1.64. And then Wantz came in at the end. Last 2 innings, he gave up no hits, no errors, no walks, and he had 3 Ks. Herder got the loss. He pitched half an inning. He gave up 2 hits, 2 errors, and he had 1 strike. For their bats, Trout, he went 1 for 4. He had 1 run, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. He's batting .348. Shohei Ohtani went 2 for 4. No runs, no home runs, no RBIs. He's batting .320. Ursula had the other hit. So the only 3 hits for the Angels was Ward, Trout, and Ursula. It's not good. Only 3 hits the whole game. Fletcher had a RBI, 0 for 2. So that was it. Game 1 didn't go too good for the Angels. They were up in the beginning, and then Bo Bichette took the lead and won the game with the 3-run dinger. So Blue Jays win that game 4-3. All right, we move on to game 2. Game 2, a little bit more exciting. More runs, more home runs. Let's get into it. In the third, Bo Bichette homer to center field. Springer scored. Also in the third, Chapman homer to left. Guerrero Jr. scored. When the Angels took the field, Rengifo grounded out the first. Ursula scored. In the fourth, Rendon grounded out the second. Trout scored. Ohtani to third. Renfroe doubled to left. Ohtani scored. Then Springer homer to center for the Blue Jays. Then for the Angels, Rengifo homer to left center. In the fifth, Trout also homer to left center. Thesis scored and Ward scored. Renfroe homer to left center, and Rendon scored in the 8th. Like I said, more home runs, more runs scored, more exciting game. Barrera for the Angels got the win, and Barrios got the loss for the Blue Jays. And the Angels beat the Blue Jays in game 2, 9-5. For the Blue Jays, Springer went 2 for 5, had 2 runs, a home run, and an RBI. Bichette went 3 for 4, had 1 run, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. Vladimir Guerrero went 3 for 5, 1 run, no home runs, no RBIs. Chapman 2 for 4, 1 run, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. And that was it for their bats. For the Angels, Ward went 1 for 4, 1 run, no home runs, no RBIs. Trout 1 for 3, 2 runs, 1 home run. Ohtani, 1 for 3, 1 run, no home runs, no RBIs. Rendon, 1 run, 1 RBI. Renfroe, 2 for 4, 1 run, 1 home run, and 3 RBIs. Ursula, 1 run. Rengifo, 1 run, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. And Thesis had 1 run. He went 0 for 4. Anderson was a starting pitcher. He went 4 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 errors, 2 walks, and 4 Ks. Yeah, this game way more better. Angels actually hit the ball this time in this game. Last time they only had 3 hits. This time they picked it up. So let me know what you guys think about Game 2. Angels win 9-5. Alright, and here we go. Game 3 of the series. Toronto beats the Angels 12-11 to take the series 2-1. High scoring game, another exciting game. Romano gets the win for the Blue Jays. Estevez gets the loss for the Angels. And Meza gets the save for the Blue Jays. In the first, Rendon single to left. Ohtani scored. Renfroe homer to left. And that was both in the first. Rendon scored. In the third, Ohtani homer to center. Trout scored. In the fourth, O'Hop homer to left center. In the sixth, for the Blue Jays, Chapman homer to center. Springer scored, Bichette scored, and Guerrero Jr. scored. Grand slam. Nice grand slam for Chapman. Kimar triple to right, Vasho scored, and Merrifield scored. Chapman single to center, Bichette scored, Guerrero Jr. scored. This was in the 7th. Merrifield single to left, Guerrero Jr. scored, Chapman to second. Also in the 7th, Kiermaier single to left, Chapman scored, and Merrifield scored, Kirk to second. In the 8th, for the Angels, Drury homer to center, Rendon hit by a pitch in the 9th, Ursula scored, Ohtani to second, Ward to third. Renfroe doubled to left, Ward scored, and Ohtani scored, Phillips third. The game was tied, went to extra innings in the 10th. Top of the 10th. Kiermaier hit a ground rule double, Biggio scored. Springer single to right, Kiermaier scored. In the bottom of the 10th, Trout walked, Drury scored, Ward to second, and Ursula to third. Springer went 1 for 5, 1 run, 1 RBI. Bichette 1 for 5, 2 runs, no RBI. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 for 5, 2 runs. Chapman 3 for 5, 2 runs, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. And then Kiermaier, he went 3 for 5. He had 1 run and 5 RBIs. So he had 5 RBIs and Chapman had 5 RBIs. They really stepped up to help bring back and beat the Angels 12-11. That's crazy. A lot of runs, home runs scored in this game. For the Angels, Ward went 0 for 4. He had 1 run. Trout went 2 for 5. He had 1 run, 1 RBI. Ohtani 2 for 5, 3 runs, 1 home run, 2 RBI. Rendon 1 for 3, 1 run, 2 RBIs. And Renfroe 3 for 5, 1 run, 1 home run, and 4 RBI. Drury 1 for 5, 2 runs, 1 home run, 1 RBI. And Hop 1 for 5, 1 run, 1 home run, 1 RBI. Detmers, he was the starting pitcher. He went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 errors, 2 walks, and he had 5 Ks, ERA of 5.59. So, Blue Jays take the series 2-1. A lot of runs scored in this series. The Angels looked good even though they lost the series 2-1. Last game was a barn burner. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. How's your team doing so far? Angels started off in first place in the West. They're 5-4 now. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully we pick it up. Thoughts, comments, questions, opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Blaze One Sports.